gonna see if I can share. If anybody just wants to share the event, share the video, that would be good, so those who were on can see it again. I'll wait for people to get back. This is so weird to see me doing stuff. I'm gonna put it in the event. Post. I'm gonna put it in the group. Post. And then I will share on the page. So let me know if this one's working, guys. Hi guys, how are you? Is this one working okay? I was live and talking, and then boop, it went out. So I've got 2 videos going, so hopefully this one will work. All right, what we're doing is a live Despacho ceremony. I feel like I'll just give it one more quick rundown. Paper, fold it into equal parts. We're gonna have 9 squares, so you would fold 1, 2. You'd fold it like this, and then you would do that again, so that you have 9 squares. You want to use either plain white paper or decorative paper, and then you start working from your center square, and we're making a gift to Pachamama, to the spirits. This is going to assist us in bringing in abundance. This is going to assist us in healing. So the first thing we're gonna do is open sacred space. I'm going to turn that fan off so that it doesn't keep us from opening it. Okay, so you can use your Palo Santo, you can use your sage, you can use your intention if you don't have any of these things. It's all about intention with this work. And you don't have to be anybody special to do this. Anybody is totally capable. And since it's kind of difficult for me to have you see me go around to all of the directions, what I'm going to do is just call to the directions from this spot. And typically we would start with the south. So just allow your energy to relax. Allow the outside world to disappear. And I'm going to set the intention that this space is brought to all of you as we call to the winds of the south, great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. Teach us the beauty. To the winds of the west, Mother Sister Jaguar, you who knows the way across the rainbow bridge, come to us, teach us, join us tonight in our sacred offerings. To the winds of the north, grandmothers, ancient ones, hummingbirds, whisper to us in the wind, bring us your wisdom. We honor you, and we ask to bring our wisdom to our children and our children's children, to honor the beauty of the way, the ancestors. And to the winds of the east, great eagle condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun. Teach us to fly wing to wing with the Great Spirit. Allow us to rise above the obstacles of life, high above the clouds to a new perspective. And Mother Earth, Great Mother, we have gathered for the healing of all your children. The two-legged, the four-legged, the plant, the rock, the creepy crawlers, all of our relations. And to the Great Spirit, Creator, you who are known by 1,000 names, and you who are the unnameable one, thank you for giving us the chance to live another day and to dance another dance. Join us in our intention and healing work tonight. Assist us in manifesting, healing, protection. Ayni. So now we have opened our sacred space. Hi, everybody. Now we're ready to create our despacho. So the first item I'm going to use is sugar. I'm going to try to do it pretty. You want to think of it as a gift. You want to make it beautiful. So, thinking a cup will help. The shell. So I'm going to make a circle. To represent oneness and our connectedness. Okay. I wonder if I put this down a little, guys, you'll see. Oh, yay, you can see it. Yay. Okay, nice. I don't know about over here. You guys see if I do this a little. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Woohoo! All right. So we make our circle, and sometimes people make like a cross so that we could represent like the north and the south, the east and the west, and like the whole connectedness. And again, this is yours to do how you want to do it. There's no rules. It's all about the intention. So my intention here was that I am bringing in the energy of all of us, the collective. Everybody who is here with their intention, I want to send this intention out to everybody. And we want to allow that rising sun to come in. The energy of the jaguar, the energy of the serpent, the energy of the hummingbird, our ancestors, the ancient ones, our spirit guides, Pachamama, all of our relations. Okay. So we put down the sugar, and then we would use our quintus, which is our leaves. So any leaves that you have, bay leaves work good. I found these at Stop and Shop in a bundle. So they say to start with 12. So I'm going to use 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and funny. I've been having a lot of synchronicity with the number 13. So I'm going to do 13. I'm going to break the rules. I feel weird that I'm like cut off. So the foundation of the Despacho is the quintos, informing each with your prayer. So they say to use a minimum of 12, so 13 is safe. So if anybody has something that they want to add in, like a prayer or a intention, you can comment them on. I'm watching 2 videos right now trying to keep track, but I'm also doing this for all of you guys. So if I don't see your comment, or if I don't see your intention, your prayer, just know that my intention is to incorporate it in there no matter what. I'm going to try to do this for everybody. Okay. So for the first one, how about we put in the energy of 13, the Divine Feminine, allowing the Divine Feminine to rise into her glory. And remember, we're making like a mandala, so we want it to be pretty, we want it to look even, we want to take time in what we're doing. It's that time and that energy, that's intention that we're placing into this that's important. So now let's balance it out with energy for the Divine Masculine and allow them to rise into their new beginnings, into their new creation, and to allow the energy of spring to wash over them. I just saw a comment, so what I'm going to put in now is that the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine find their beautiful counterparts for their perfect connection, their harmonized relationships. Peace, love, abundance of good things and unicorns. Hi, Stephanie. So we will put in peace for all. We're going to put in love for all. Abundance for all. In the unicorn energy, the magical energy, that rainbow bridge, the connection to our unconscious. Hi, Carolyn. We're going to put in the energy of health, happiness, and harmony. Okay, Rhiannon, we will ask for health, for the baby in utero, for well-being and a beautiful life for that child. And for all children. For the safety of the children across the world. And for joy. Hi, Larly. Good health and new beginnings. Get a lot of health coming. Good health and new beginnings. Hi, John. Unconditional love and respect for Gaia, from Mother Earth. So we're creating the foundation now. One more for our foundation here. So let's say that all of us together, collectively, manifest all that we are ready to bring into our lives. All of that abundance, all of that joy, all of the love and the health and the protection of our friends and our family, of the children. Let's just bring all of this in and bring that extra intention that all that we ask for tonight be manifested and transformed. And so then we place our open shell in the middle of our prayers, representing the womb of Earth, the source of the birthplace. This is what holds us, nourishes us, and provides us the opportunity and safety. So we're going to place the shell on top of our foundation. And don't worry, everybody, there's still time to add all of your intentions, because we have all of these flowers and all of this energy here. So if there's something you want to add in, make sure that you're ready to add it in. So I have selenite here too. I feel like I just need to cleanse. And I want to bring in unconditional love. Protection, manifestation power. The big baby. This energy. Manifesting abundance, manifesting protection, knowing that we're on the right path, taking all of those thoughts and all of those desires, everything that we're wanting to bring into the world, and doing it. This energy helps us with that. This is that generator that is so powerful. I know that this needed to be here, and we need to send that intention right into this. I have a message. Ugh. protection, abundance, manifesting our right path, our right action, turning our thoughts into desires, into action, finding our path and aligning, staying in our vibration, attracting those on the same frequency and light, and bringing the healing power to all beings in all places, to Pachamama. Oh, can't put that there, then you can't see it. Oh, very heavy. And one more. Can't do anything without labradorite. So the labradorite energy connects us to the stars. It's very protective. It's very connected. We want to send that energy in there too. We want to have the energy of our star nations, of our galactics in here. We want to bring the star energy down to Earth. We want to bring the fifth dimensional energies down to the Earth. Okay, so now we want to cover with a little bit more sugar, and this is going to represent even more love and sweetness. So I have two forms of sugar. I feel like I want to add this sugar now. And if anybody's having a hard time watching, just know that I'm planning to use this and upload it so that everybody can see it. So at the end, I'll go over the stuff I had said in the first video, just so everybody's on the same page and that nobody's like confused as to what's going on. But for anybody who's new, we're making a Despacho ceremony for all of you. And this is just a way of manifesting our desires and giving gratitude to the Great Spirit, to Pachamama, to Mother Earth. And this is a shamanic tradition that anybody can do. So you can do this at home. But right now we're just adding more love and more connection, more sweetness into our prayers, into the belly, right into the belly, into the womb, into the place of creation. More sweetness to all of these prayers. This was the foundation of our prayers. We have joy, we have safety for the children, we have love, we have the right relationships, we have health. And now we feed our prayers with a handful of what sustains us. So that can be any of these items that I have brought out. So the first one I was going to add was rice for fertility and abundance and to bring our prayers into fruition. And again, we want to make it pretty. We want to make it look nice. So I would do a little bit on each of the leaves, kind of like in a decorative fashion. Adding all of my sustenance. And I want to add a lot of rice because this helps us bring our prayers to fruition. So I'm going to fill the womb space. I'm going to fill that shell. If you don't have a shell, you don't have to use that. You can just intend that the energy of the belly is there, the womb space is there. You could use a leaf that has like a big center and just keep adding and making it look nice. This is a beautiful gift that we are creating. And so we want more sustenance, we want more connection. So what I do for that, they say you can use grains. I take crackers. And crackers can also represent like Gaia, like the earth. Like it can represent dirt, it can represent our foundation. There's multiple meanings for everything, so it's whatever you really feel called to do, and it's your intention. So if you've got something going on in your life that you want to heal, this is a great way to do that. And the fastest way to bring it into fruition or into your life is to burn the despacho. You can either bury the despacho for a slow, steady pace, or you can burn it and allow it to come into your being very quickly. And so again, guys, if you've got stuff you want to add in for intention, keep thinking those thoughts, keep thinking those positive thoughts. You can comment stuff you want to add, because I'm going to be adding more petals, and we will be blowing into all of that. So for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow into the foundation here. I'm going to blow that intention for this to manifest. We want all of that sustenance, all of that life, all of that energy to come right into our lives. We want that good health. We want that right responsibility. We want those relationships. And we can add nuts to connect to the plant people. You can eat a nut. So we give thanks to the plant people, because without the plant people, we wouldn't have like the air to breathe and that energy, and like they sustain the bees and all of that, and the bees just help sustain us. So we want to give thanks and gratitude to all beings. And again, you guys can use many different things at your, whatever you have at your home. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. It's whatever you've got that feels right and that you feel like represents something for you. Animal crackers bring in animal energy. The alphabet noodles help us step out beyond language so that we can have like that telepathic communication. And then like candies and candy hearts, gumdrops, candy corn, whatever, that helps us bring the sweetness into our relationships for those who have wanted to have those right relationships coming in. You can use chocolate, and these are chocolate covered almonds, so we've got even more connection here. We have the gifts for the plant people, but we also have that sweetness and that energy for our relationships. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Playfulness. That's a good one to add with the chocolate and the sweetness. We want to have playfulness in our lives. We want to have all of that energy in our lives. We have that confidence on the right path. Okay. And I will try to make sure that you guys can see like the full beauty when I'm finished creating. How about the joy of the dolphins? Clarity. Okay, so Palo Santo, I'm going to put in next, and the sage. So the Palo Santo gives the space for our prayers. And I have like little pieces left over that I hadn't finished. So I'm going to place 2 pieces of Palo Santo in there so that our prayers have that space to grow and to become. And the sage acts as purification and banishment of the negative energies. So if you've got anything going on in your life that's kind of negative, or you're not happy about, anybody trying to hold you back or hurt you in any way, we want to banish that out of our lives. Even self-thought, even the self-negative stuff, you know? I'm going to sprinkle that everywhere. I'm going to get rid of all that stuff. All that icky stuff. No more negativity in the world. And other things you can have, like if you have stuff at home, like berries, it helps with rewarding the fruits of our labor. Cedar is for wisdom. Corn is a gift to the earth. Cotton is for the dreams, clouds, and mountains. But I hear cotton candy. So I'm going to add cotton candy to represent all of our dreams. To represent the clouds. I gotta blow into it. And I thought these were cute because they were pink. So we have like pink unicorn clouds. It's kind of sticky. Okay. And so then we do flowers for the beauty of nature, for the power of light, for reproduction and fertility again. So I have different types of flowers. I did want to add some of these little rose buds because I thought they would be pretty. So for the first couple, I'm going to blow in the intention of the beauty of life, the beauty of nature. And if anybody has anything they want to add, please comment. I know I've got 2 videos going on here, so it's a little difficult to keep track. Make sure I'm not missing anybody's stuff. Okay. So now we will blow in the power of the light. Our living embodiment of our prayers, our intention, our energy, our consciousness, our collective energies are all placed within. Okay. And so also you can add like essential oils, lavender, laurel. Lavender's for purity and purification. I know that I have lavender in here, so I'm going to add that for the purity and purification. And now it smells so nice. Okay. And this is the flower that I chose for the center of our beautiful despacho. I love it because it has that like sacred geometry in the center. I don't know if you guys can see. I feel like it represents that like connectedness. I know I have 2 videos going on, so I probably look like a weirdo, but I'm talking to 2 different videos. So again, the flowers bring in the beauty, they bring in the light, they breathe the reproduction, the fertility, but they're also a holder of our prayers and intention. So for this one, I want it to be that connection of all of us that we all receive together, and that we're all in that place of beauty, and we're all in the light and in the energy of the spring equinox and the new moon energies that are assisting us to heal the past and heal our emotions and just take advantage of everything that's available to us right now. Take advantage of all that is coming, all that has been, and all that will be. For the healing of all. For the abundance of all. And when you make a despacho, you want to send your energy to it. You know, you want to continue to send that energy in there and all of that intention. And know that as you hold your hands over it, it brings you energy right back. It brings you that energy, and it assists you. It's like it's that the word I can't say, reciprocity. Somebody commented, have to head back to work. Okay. And then we have peace. So again, guys, if there's any intentions you want added, if there's anything going on in your life that you want added, go ahead and either comment it or ask within your mind, whatever it is that you want to have. Hi, Tiffany, how are you? If anybody wants to bring their intentions in, just let me know what it is. I'm doing this for the collective of all. We've got a lot of stuff going on in here already. But, you know, this is a big one, so I want you guys to be able to see like how we're going. This is at so far. And we make our gift pretty to Pachamama and to the Great Spirit. We want it to look nice. We want it to represent everything. I'll show you guys too. So this is the foundation as we're continuing to grow, as we're continuing to add our intention. Okay, I want to keep it so you guys can still see. Ugh, I feel like I need to get down lower too so you guys can see me. What if I put it out there? Now you can see a little bit of everything. Okay. So we've added our rice, we've added the sweets, we've added the sugar, we've added the sage, we've added the palo santo. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting something. Salt for protection and boundaries. Something that we all need, right? We need protection and boundaries. Something I struggle with is to create boundaries and set them or honor my time and my energy. So I'm going to put the salt right around the outside and have it connect us and protect us. Come on. Somebody doesn't want me to have protection and boundaries. Here we go. For protection, for the boundaries, to have our own space, the ability to say no, the ability to practice self-care and love for self. It's okay to take a moment out. It's okay to do what you need to do. And those who love you and honor you will understand and give you that time and that space. We ask for protection from those who do not honor those boundaries. And we add all of this in. And another thing we can do that I've learned through like new paradigm energies is we can download and bring in the energy and frequency of anything that we want at any time. So because I don't have like all of these crystals, I'm going to ask to download the energy and frequency of tourmaline. That's going to dispel fear, dispel negativity and grief, and it's going to promote the balance, and it's going to ease our compulsiveness. It's going to ease the stuff in us that makes us jump and not have those boundaries. So what we would do for that is we would ask to just download the energy and frequency of tourmaline into the Despacho. And we're going to bring in the energy and the wisdom of pearls. Tiger's eye to work on the mass consciousness, to separate desires and needs. The energy of turquoise for the fresh start, offering to the ancestors strength of the entire body, protection and light. The energy of sapphire to communicate with our spirit guides, to enhance our clairvoyance, to enhance our telepathy, and to express ourselves easily. And the energy of citrine for more of that abundance and that power, that strength and that confidence to overcome the obstacles, the strength and the confidence to set those boundaries. Now we're going to add our feathers. And the feathers connect us to the ether and to the sky. And these feathers are white. These feathers actually kind of remind me of like downy feathers, which are protective. But they're also representing that pure energy and that light. So these we're going to be placing in for that energy. Raise us up into the stars and into the sky, into the clouds. Raise us above the obstacles of our lives. And there we have the darker ones, which again will bring us up into the cosmos, into the universe, but is going to bring us more of that protection, that energy that we need to sustain our lives. The ability to rise above the storms of our lives and to rise into the power of the Great Spirit, to the power of ourselves, into the power of our soul and our I Am presence. It's looking beautiful. Alright. Human hair is going to help us with our connection to the animal world. You know, I'm a little weird about animals, so I'm gonna donate some hair. I'm gonna place it right inside of the womb, and I'm going to ask that all animals everywhere be connected and loved and honored and no longer hurt for personal gain or for fun, and only animals that are going to be honored and loved sacrifice their lives in honor of that. And to honor the circle of life, and to protect those who need protecting. And I have this orange feather, which I feel is great for that divine feminine who's rising right now. All of that beautiful energy which is rising, we want to connect with her and we want to bring her into our prayers. Allowing every woman to step into her divine being. And that the divine masculine honor and love and support and guide. Okay, so we can add some more of this stuff. So the gold represents the sun and the masculine. And the silver represents the feminine, the moon, and the intuition. These looked more gold inside of the package, but they're actually more silver. So we're going to be bringing in more of the feminine, the moon, the intuition into this. And because our intention is the biggest part of our work, I'm going to intend that the energy of gold is placed into these, and that the masculine and the sun and the light and our insights are illuminated. And that energy be added into our despacho, into our prayers. We ask for the energy of diamond to be placed in to remove all blockages, balancing the mind, sexuality, and power. The amethyst for the higher knowledge, the insight, grounded psychic growth, courage, and self-esteem. moonstone for the receptivity, the intuition, the sensitivity, and the clairvoyance. Okay. And if anybody has intentions they want to add, let me know, because I'm going to add some more flowers. And this is for you guys, so whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. And just know that if you're watching this after it has aired, you can still add your intention into it. There is no time. Time is an illusion. So know that your prayers and your energy can be added at any point. Okay, so traditionally they use red and white flowers, and a lot of it's carnations, but here we can use what we have available to us. So I do have the red to represent our root and our foundation, that grounded protectedness. Your root energy is red, and it's what makes you feel safe. It's all connected to your basic survival and like your life. So we're going to ask that we feel protected in our lives and that we feel provided for, and knowing that we're the creator of our reality, we can create anything we need in our lives through our consciousness. And again, that power, that connectedness, rooted, grounded, strength, to bring the light of the stars down through us into the energy of earth, to bring the higher frequency down into earth, and to bring that light and that illumination into all beings. We are protected, we are guided. We are the creator. We are one. Because we're at the spring equinox and we have all that beautiful, joyful energy coming, the spirit of the sun, the energy of our sacral relationships, our friendships are blossoming. I thought that the beautiful orange would be perfect for that. So we ask that all of our relationships are treated with respect and kindness, and that we continue to grow and strengthen together as a community in wholeness and in oneness. We ask for that balance and that connection and that love, for health and strength. And then again, I have that beautiful bright pink, which connects to our heart and to the unconditional love and into all of the energy of the divine. We want that to spread open, to be abundantly available to all beings in all places, and to send this energy to our children's children and those to come, to our future self, and to all beings from the past. Let's heal our ancestors and heal ourselves with the energy of unconditional love. We ask for the connection to the road to the stars, creating a bridge from Earth to the great central sun. We ask for the road to be clear and illuminated. We ask for the union of the divine, feminine, and masculine, the rising of consciousness, the connectedness of all beings to spread, bring joy, bring unlimited, abundant health, prosperity, strength, courage, and support. We ask for creativity, to be inspired, to be loved. And so if you're with a big group of people, you can add a lot of intention by taking each of these petals and taking your intention and blowing into each individual petal. So what I'm going to do is take all these petals to represent the different viewers who are going to see this video. So know that one of these petals is for you, and this is for the intention that you have. If there's something in your mind that you don't want others to know, that you don't want to comment, know that you can add that intention here. If you need help with something that you just don't want us to know, that's fine. But know that you have that opportunity. So I'm going to blow into all of these beautiful little pieces with that open intention that whoever is watching, whether it be now or in 10 years, they can add that intention. As we step beyond time and space, we allow for this energy to be open to all beings in all places in all timelines. We open to the intention of those, whoever they are, wherever it is, whatever it is needed. They may add this intention and bring it into fruition through the transformation of the flames of the fire that we burn tonight. We ask, and we receive, and we trust. With our intention combined, we manifest harmony, balance, and peace for all those in need. And we're going to spread them right out all around so that everybody has that opportunity to bring in whatever it is that they need in their lives at this time, to bring in that abundance of spring. The sacred life, sacred connectedness, and peace, and those blessings. And then we have this big, beautiful flower. So is there anybody else who has an intention they want me to add in before? going to spread this open. And it reminds me of the divine feminine and the womb energy, as you see. So ask for this energy to be spread to all places and all beings, all across the earth, throughout the stars, throughout the universe, throughout consciousness, sending all the way back through time and space to the first moment, the first thought, the first sound, to bring all of that energy back into this now moment and to extend it for all people, for all times, for all beings, for Gaia. She felt right on the right side. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the glittery, happy joy. The bridge between the worlds, to celebrate all life, for the connectedness and the joy, for spring, for warmth, for love. Okay. Oh yeah. And so, again, chocolate. Chocolate's a big one. Pachamama loves chocolate. Spirits love chocolate. This is what really helps us to bring in that extra sweet energy and intention. We want to fill it up with all that sweetness and all that energy. We're giving a gift. We're asking and receiving. So we're gifting. We're giving in gratitude. And when we give in gratitude, we get back a lot more than we would give if we were just to ask. So you always want to come from a place of gratitude. We want to take that time right now. Think about the things that you're grateful for in your life. What is it in your life that brings you joy? What are the things that bring you happiness and connectedness and love? What are the things that make you feel healthy? What are the things that make you feel abundant? I want you to think about all those things while we're adding our intentions. We're giving gratitude. We're giving love. We're giving peace, prosperity. So if there's anything else anybody wants me to add, let me know. Adding Autumn to the list for her in Australia. Okay. Trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. So again, what I'm doing here, you can either add alcohol into it. If you were to add alcohol, alcohol has different meanings. Like you can add red wine for like representing the womb, or representing like honoring our mother or our menstrual blood. You can also put in vegetable oil or what is the other one? There was one other one that I wanted to go over with everybody. I made these big lists last night so that I wouldn't forget anything, and of course I don't even remember where it is on my list. white wine. White wine honors the moon and the fluids of purification. So alcohol helps to make your despacho burn. So if you want your despacho to actually like get going, you want to put something in there that's going to help like get the flames going, because that's an important part of this. So I do want to show you guys like where we're at right now so you can see how pretty it looks. So let me see. Ugh. I should have done like a different position. My legs are killing me. I don't know if you can see how pretty it looks. That's my hat. So it's the joy of doing 2 videos at once. We were having some technical difficulties in the beginning. I think we've got ourselves together now. So I don't know if you guys can see that beautiful despacho. So we're creating a beautiful gift to give and asking for manifesting. Whew. The video over there is very short, so if you guys see me doing this, it's so that they can see my face. I'm gonna have to decide what video to like post later. Okay, so the alcohol, I'm gonna have my intention be that it's honoring the moon and it's bringing that purification, but it's also connecting to the divine feminine, and it's also going to assist in amplifying our abundance, our manifestations, our prayers, our healing, our love, all of that. You don't have to go crazy. You just want to put like a little bit in there to give it that extra oomph to go manifest. This is going to bring the flames even higher and even stronger. And I have my Florida water, but I do have it in spray form, so let me spray that in there. And if anybody has anything they want to add before I'm done, let me know, because this is the time to do it. We're clearing, we're cleansing, we're healing. We're bringing in the earth goddess. Okay. I did have string that I had brought out for like that rainbow bridge connection, but I can't find it. So you know what I'll use? I'll use this elastic. So the elastic will represent our bridge to like the rainbow bridge, our bridge to our super consciousness, the bridge between worlds. So we can just look at this as like our connection to the world, and it's just a string, so it's like a bridge. So any string that you have, you can use in connection to that. It doesn't have to be anything special. So let me blow out intention in there. I'm going to make it a nice circle so that it's bridging us all together in oneness and unity, just like we started. And you can never have too much chocolate, just know that. Chocolate is a good thing. Spirit loves chocolate. I'm going to add a little bit more. See if anybody else has an intention. I just want to make sure everybody's good. Hi, Rachel. asking that everybody receives that energy, that sweetness, that love, that joy. Okay, so after we're done placing all the items in, I'm gonna pull this up a little bit so that you guys can see me. So after we're done placing all of our items into the despacho, this is when we would place like our hands over and add our intention. So if you guys want to just envision that you're placing your hands over and adding that intention and receiving the energy of the despacho, you want to just kind of give it a little bit of time just to collect all that energy. So send in your intentions and know that the despacho is sending that energy back to you. So then we're going to fold it, and you're basically just going to fold it into a smaller square. I usually take actually some people have a specific way of doing it. You don't have to follow like any guideline really. You just want to make it so that you're creating like a pretty thing. So I do this, like I take this end to this end. I don't know if you guys can see over there. All right. So I'm taking this corner and this corner up here, and I'm bringing it over and overlapping. And then the same for over here. So I bring this corner up. You know what? I want to take a picture real quick. Aha, there we go. All right, guys. So, we take our square and our string, and you want to keep the contents up. You don't want to like flip this over when you're doing this, okay? And just like any gift, we want to wrap it with love. And I have just leather cord here that I'm using. And if there's any like forgotten prayers or anything like that, then you can add them to the outside of your despacho. Whew. So we tie it all without flipping it over so that our prayers are sustained. And then, I know I've said this before, but if there's anybody new listening, we can do this 3 ways. We can either do it by burying it for the slow, steady results. We can burn it for the quick transformation, or we can feed it to running waters. But it will kind of, I don't know. I'm not a fan of putting it in the water because we add all this crazy stuff. So I do prefer to burn it, also because it brings everything into fruition quicker. So, also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this outside. I'm going to place it into the fire. They say not to look at the flames until after the offering has been burnt, because this symbolizes non-attachment to the outcome, and it releases that, it symbolizes non-attachment to the outcome and release of all claim to that which has been given away. So we're giving all our prayers and intentions, and we're trusting the universe to deliver. So we don't want to just go sit and like stare at it like, hurry up. So what I will do is I will take all of our prayers and all of our intentions, and I will bring it out into my fire pit, and I will set it aflame. And just know that everything is going to be manifested and created and brought to you all. I had originally planned to do this in the kitchen so that I could take this out and do it with you guys there. So I can't bring both of these devices with me, but I can bring the phone with me, just for the start of it, just so you guys can see that part if you would like to, if you want to hang on and be a part of that. But I did want to go over just some of the stuff that some viewers may have missed because the first couple of live videos didn't work. And I'm actually recording on 2 right now. Ugh. So I just thought it would be nice to give you guys a little bit of information in regards to what this is. So it's similar to a mandala or a sacred creation. The Despacho holds symbolic elements and prayers of the participants. As the elements are added to the Despacho, the vibration of the participants and the room rises. So every time we added something, I felt the energy shift in here. And just know that all of your intentions are in here and you can still add them at any time. And so the Despacho becomes like a living prayer. It brings energy shifts and healing to those who have put their energy and intention into it. So the Despachos are designed to align and balance, harmonizing the 3 levels of consciousness. Yonke is the physical universe. It's that 3D world. Yache is the spirit or the wisdom, like the spirit around us. Munay is the feeling of the heart center, and munay is love. So when you build your Despacho, you are bringing all aspects of your consciousness into the process. You are entering like an altered state of consciousness, and you are adding all that alignment with those energies into the center. And usually the shaman that specializes in a Despacho is called the Pampa Mosaic, and those are the ones that have been considered to be like struck by lightning 3 times. There are over 200 different types of Despachos. There's the Pachamama Despacho from Mother Earth. There's the Apu Despacho, which connects to the mountains. There's the ayni, which is for the reciprocity, I can never say. The Inti Chaska is for the sun. So we're kind of doing like an Inti Chaska because we're ready for the spring, we're ready for the sun. The Aya Despacho is for soul guiding, so that's kind of in here too. The Kuti Despacho gets rid of the negative energies. So I feel like we kind of did like a combination here. We have a little bit of the Anti Chaska, we have a little bit of the Kuti Despacho, the Ayni Despacho, and the Pachamama Despacho, because we were really calling on her and her beautiful energy. But just know that the power behind these is intention. It doesn't matter what you call it, it doesn't matter what you put into it. It's the intention behind it, just like any of this work. That is what we want to do. And so if you are just joined on, the first part of this is opening sacred space, which I did by calling in all the directions. You can open sacred space any way you prefer, but you do want to open sacred space before adding your energies and your items into it. So once the item, all the items are completed and added in, which there's like lists and lists and lists of things you can add in. You can add crystals, you can add sage, you can add food items, feathers, you can add play money, you can add really whatever it is you want that represents what you want. Oh, sorry. Please add for me healing intention for protection of all areas of my life, perfect love, divine purpose, and joy, health, to be free of this matrix, and open heart, soul guidance, delete negativity. Bring my only highest best self forward. Okay, we added almost all of that in there, so I'm going to add that intention. There is a part in here where I put in like an open space for people to add all of their intentions and everything in, so just know that you're in and you're good. And as we create the flames, you'll be good. So once it's completed, we carefully wrap it and secure it with the ribbon or the string, and then we are going to burn it for that quick transformation. And I do plan to write like a little, what do you call it? Like a blog post to tell you guys more about this, like how to do it at home. And there is this information here. It's the gift of the organizing principles of the universe. It constitutes the essential axis of energetic exchange for healing, for reestablishing perfect ayni, or the right relationship or protection. The Despacho is a living embodiment of the shaman's landscape of life, that which meets at the level of the soul and ultimately connects to the source of all creation. The Despacho ceremony, in its physical beauty, is a journey to the soul of nature, and with the assistance of the spirit world, we explore energetic inner workings and symbolism of each element of our offerings. Traditionally in the Andes, a Despacho ceremony is performed individually or with the community, and it's done after each earth cycle, to renew and re-imprint the powers of nature on our luminous body, or our aura, and to connect us with the universe and accomplish perfect ayni, or those perfect relationships, not for us personally, but for the well-being of our ayula, or a group of people. A Despacho brings the shaman into harmonious relationship with heaven and earth, aligning the three worlds of the Upacha, Kaipacha, Hunkpacha, and the archetypical organizing principles of the universe. Each item of offering represents a prayer or a gift of power that sparks the momentum of energy shifts and healing. And again, you can either do it with white paper, colored paper, whatever you want. And we fold it into thirds, and then thirds again, to have 9 squares, and we work from that center square with our quintas and our flowers and our sugar and whatever it is that you want to place into your Despacho to bring in those representations of the energy. Okay, you are very welcome, Michelle, and we actually do have that in there, to find the true love. We put that intention that everybody be aligned with the person that they're supposed to be with. So I am going to take the Despacho out, and I am going to put it into the flames. I'm going to end this broadcast and just say thank you very much, everybody, for watching, for adding your energies and your intention. And just know, if you're watching it at another time, you can still add your energy. Namaste. And you guys can come with me outside because you're on my cell phone. Okay. Oh. I made a big, huge mess. This is all the stuff that we have. We got the flowers, we got the candy, we got the chocolate, we got the sugar, we got all of the feathers and the crystals. And, whew, big mess. So let me put my shoes on. And I was happy when I read about the, whatchamacallit, not having to stay outside and be cold, practicing non-attachment to the flames. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Because I've made Despachos in the past, but I wanted to look up more information about them for this one and just see, like, if there was a specific way to do it for the, whatchamacallit, the Equinox. And I stumbled onto a lot of information and different things that I was unaware of, because the person who taught me about Despachos had taught me her way of doing it. So just know that everybody has their own way of doing things. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's doing what resonates for you. So we've got our beautiful little Despacho, and we're going to take it outside for the flames, for the fire. Hi, babies. Shh. I'm going to put my jacket on, too. Mana. Yes, I'm still videoing.
All that fuss on that little chair.
Huh?
All that fuss with that little chair.
I'm on. I'll be right back. Okay, it's dark out, but we're here. Okay, so I have the Despacho going in, and we're gonna start the flames. It's not, it doesn't mean that it didn't work. It just means that some of the prayers weren't ready to be done. You know what I mean? Just means that they weren't ready. So I'm still getting the fire going. Sometimes I'll use like a little fire starter inside of my Despacho to help with like getting it like really, really going. But it is burning. I don't know how well you guys can see it. We're not supposed to stare at it either. Come on. Hi, Karen. Hi, Van. Hi, Joan. Thank you so much, everybody, for adding your intention. Ooh, it's burning. Practicing non-attachment to the flames, but they're burning. I want you guys to know that it is going. And so I think I will end the video and just come back tomorrow and share pictures and stuff, like to show you that everything kind of went through. But just let you know that all your intentions are going in, and I will make sure to get this baby to get all of our intentions into the manifesting properties, into transmuting and transforming and all of that. Come on. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everybody. I am gonna get a little more stuff. Just gonna, you can always add a little bit of fire starter to your Despacho. Make sure that it actually trends. Yeah, now I got the big light. Okay. This way I'll know that our Despacho is burning and isn't gonna just give up on us. Oh no! My lighter. Got another! Got another! Okay, here we go. I got the song stuck in my head from the video. Hi, Larly. Thank you, Joan. I love you. Thank you for watching and being a part. It's actually not that cold out. Getting the flames burning. It's stinky out here with me. What time is it? Does anybody know what time it is? Can't see anything except for me when I look at my phone. Okay. Burn, 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 burn. $8:15. I love you, Joan. I knew you were answering me. You're the best. Getting these flames going. I want to ensure our Despacho burns. Right? Do all that work for nothing? Okay, here we go. Yes. I think, so there used to be a way to like turn the camera to the opposite. Okay. There it is. There we go, guys. So I just wanted you to see that it is burning. Flames are going. I don't want to stay here too long because we have to practice that art of not attaching to the flames, but I wanted you to know that it is going to burn and all of our prayers are going to be manifested and all of our intentions are coming into being. So I am going to walk away and I am going to say in Munay, Namaste. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful night. Share this with your friends. Good night.